In this video, we will describe the live booting, or also understood as a network booting. So we have a brand new device, out-of-the-shelf device, completely blank, nothing installed. Then what we do, as you can see in the schema, it is just thanks to the DHCP server configuration, the netboot server is provisioned to the BIOS. So in the booting process, the device discovers that it is a netboot server thanks to the DHCP configuration, as I already said, and then it requires, or it boots thanks to the information available in the netboot server. Once it boots, the operative system is running live, so nothing is written in the hard drive. You don't have to plug any USB flash or external CD-ROM or anything like that. Okay, nothing is required. Here you have a screen capture. This is a GIF. Let me wait for a second until this GIF restarts for explaining a bit better what's happening here. You will see how the system boots just now. Here it is how the system is booting. And just pressing F11, we decide to boot IPXE booting, so booting through the network. And then this menu appears. Here you have different options. Later we are going to describe them. But what we selected in the capture, it was just live booting. Okay. Once the system boots, the system is ready for being provisioned. So it will have an IP address from our OT network because it is where it is connected. And then we can use Ansible forms for provisioning the installation and the configuration. Let me explain how it works. First of all, we netboot the system. We restore the base image. We reboot the system. The IP address is maintained because it wasn't outdated. Once the system boots, it waits for being provisioned or for being restored. Anyway, what we can do is go to the Ansible forms, where we have a form like that, where we can select the packages that we want to provision. So for instance, a basic system installation and configuration, the firewalling, the syslog configuration, shell customizations, credentials deployment, Docker, etc. Depending on the checks that you do here, the form, it will be increased. So new sections are going to appear. Whatever you select in the form, behind the scenes is converted to a JSON file, and that JSON file, it is what we use for provisioning or for setting variables in an Ansible playbook. Everything is going to happen behind the scenes, and then when everything is set, just click on run, and in real time we can see how stuff is deployed. Here in the job log, we can see an historical information about the deployments that we already did, when who did it, when it was done, what was the provisioning that we did, with which variables, what was the result. Here you have the logs of what we provisioned at that time, etc. So we can track all the provisioning stuff. Other thing very useful, as I already said, it is that we have all the configurations ready to be redeployed as often as we need. So we don't have to fill that form every time. But if we want to fine-tune whatever from our previous configuration, we don't have to modify configuration files. Just go to the form and set up again. It allows us to have a centralized provisioning system. So from a central server, we can provision all the software and the configurations of the software from a central point. And later in another video, we will see that it is also useful for other things.